Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Miami Star Tarot, and I am going to do a reading for all air signs, starting with Gemini and Libra and then Aquarius. I'm going to use an oracle card first to see what comes up for you guys as an overall energy. So this is for Gemini. And I hope my friend Kevin is listening. All right, we're going to shuffle these first. This is for Gemini. What's going to happen for Gemini between now and the end of March? What can you expect? And it could also be more than just March. It could go into April. Maybe some seeds will be planted here, and then they won't really blossom till maybe April, May. So that goes for all signs as well. All right, Gemini, let's see. I'm going to pull, oh, there it is. Right when I needed it to fall out. All right, so you have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. And I believe we are already on Aries. We're in Aries energy, but this is for new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. So whatever you're thinking about, Gemini, right now, you really need to meditate about it. Think about what you're wanting. And I think this is, contemplate is basically just make decisions, okay? This will be a 6-card spread for you. I have some new cards. I have not used them on my channel. Of course, I haven't been on my channel for a bit, but I am back. These cards are gorgeous, you'll see. And I'm very excited to use them for this new segment for my air signs. This is for Gemini. Gemini. What does Gemini need to meditate and contemplate about? Decisions? Are you thinking about something that you want to do? Are you trying to decide between one road or another? Let's try shuffling this way. Get these cards nice and energized for you, Gemini. All right. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. 6 cards. This one will go. Chariot, movement, move ahead, go ahead with something. All right, so what are you contemplating? What are you thinking about? Unfortunately, these cards blend into my table. Let me push this back just a little bit more, Gemini. You guys are kind of blending in there. All right, you've got some interesting cards, though. You've got 3 major arcana. You have the Chariot, which is a card of movement and basically taking the bull by the horns, going ahead, full throttle. So we really, really have some high energy here, okay? You've got the Chariot, the World, which is new beginnings, endings. And I think just bringing yourself some really, really good luck. You have the Empress, which I will clarify that for just in a moment if I feel the need to, because I would like to see if the Empress revolves a person or a situation. And you have for your overall energy, Gemini, you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is independence, money, decisions to make yourself a better person, make yourself more financially stable. But it could also be not just financially stable, but just making yourself, strengthening yourself as either in love or in money, independence. There's a lot of independence here, energy as well. And I will get into the reading. So meditate and contemplate. So it looks like there is something that you are wanting to do. There is something on your mind right now. And I'm going to pull some more cards. Okay. And I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to say it like I see it, Gemini. It looks like there might be some contemplation about moving forward to the next step in a relationship. You do have the 5 of Cups. That is really clarifying the Empress. And if that is not your situation, then do not apply it to a situation with a relationship. Apply it to a situation where it might be more about something for yourself. Like, are you planning on moving? Do you want to start something new? Look at it that way. But it looks like there's a lot of, on your side of things, a lot of doubt moving forward in something that can emotionally be triggering for you. I'm going to speak to relationship for right now. And again, if you are not in a relationship and it's not the relationship, look at it as something that's very meaningful, something that's happening in your life right now that could require you to move forward, whether it's buying a house, changing jobs, starting a new school degree, or something like that. I'm going to go to love because that's the majority of what I hear from people they want to know about. Okay, so you are in a position right now where you have to move forward. Okay. And you do have the 4 of Cups right here, and you have the 5 of Cups, which brings you to a place where it's staring you in the face. Things need to move forward. You need to bring things to a higher level, or you just need to make, I don't want to say a decision necessarily, but you need to, yeah, I guess a decision, but you're kind of in a position where you have to do it. Like time is, it's time. So you need to make up your mind. But it shows that even though you feel like this step would be a good one for you, you're kind of unsure as to that's what you want to do. Like you're not sure that you want to take that next step. And if we're talking about love, Gemini, it might be maybe making things more official, moving in together. Maybe it's just saying the word, I love you. It's something that is, I think your independence right here, you have that in your head, your independence, my independence. I think it's kind of a scary move. The Empress does show, though, there's a very positive thing here. The Empress is a good thing. So it's not like you're contemplating doing something wrong or going toward a wrong direction. It's a good thing, but it's probably something that is not something you really sure you want to do. Okay, so if we are talking about relationship, that next step is a positive step, Gemini. It is, you just may not see it that way because your whole independence. And it seems like you spend a lot of time talking about it. And you do have the new moon in Pisces, and a new moon really brings about like things that are unknown, something that but it's the beginning. It's the beginning. And you do have the World right here, but it's an unknown beginning because the new moon is dark. You don't see it. But every day it gets a little brighter, a little brighter. So it may feel like you don't know what you're getting into, but just know that that next step is going to be a positive thing for you if you choose to go ahead with it. This issue or whatever it is that you're contemplating, person, career, next step to something else, is a positive thing in your life. All right, on the bottom here, you have the 7 of Swords, the World, and you also have the 2. It's funny, I wasn't even looking at the 2 right here of Wands when I was talking about this up here. You need to make a decision. It's totally a decision card. So yes, I think it's a decision for you. You do have the 7 of Swords here, which I think really speaks to you having to not be deceptive in some way. I think there's something kind of deceptive going on with you, or there's something that's holding you back that you don't want to talk about. You don't want to bring it into light to be able to start over with this person, or not over, sorry, to move things forward with this other person. So there's possibly something that you may need to clarify, or some truth that you might have to kind of bring out into the open. And maybe with that, it'll free you up a little bit to make a better informed decision as to whether you want to go forward or not. But I think that either way, it's going to be a positive experience for you. I am going to pull another card for this one, because I want to see if I can narrow it down just a little bit more. Your hesitation. You have, I feel like you have like a wounded past, like something about your past that you don't trust yourself enough to take this next step, or you maybe have a fear of this person not accepting you for some reason if you reveal a part of yourself. I'm not sure exactly what that is that you are hesitating to come forward with, but there is something that is holding you back, but you need to bring it out into the open. And I would say, especially if you want to have a positive experience going forward with this person, I think there is something that you probably just need to let go of yourself. Maybe it's something that hurt you in the past. Maybe it's a previous relationship. You need to let it go. This could also be something mental for you as well. Now that I really think about it, it's almost like you have to let it go and just dust out your demons that you have. And maybe you don't need to expose it, but you do need to clean out that part of your life, I think, to be able to start over. In this scenario, the decision is yours, Gemini. The person is there for you. I think the person will be there no matter what. But there is a point, I think, that if you don't move forward, things may fizzle out. I don't know if that's the right word. They might fizzle out and you might find yourself not being able to make a decision and regret it. So right now, it's a very stable situation, but it requires moving forward. Things could fizzle out. And whatever it is that is stressing you out or you're worried about, seems to me like your independence is the biggest thing. Also, and I have to address it because it is kind of lingering there. Money situation may not be very strong for you. And that may be something that might be holding you back from wanting to move forward. I feel like maybe finances are not at their best for you, but I don't think it's going to make a huge deal to this person as long as you keep bettering yourself. I think that's another like little thing that has popped into my head right now. The energy I'm feeling, in moving forward with this person, if it's a love thing, you're going to have to do more for yourself financially or improve yourself somehow. And that could also be something you're not wanting to do right now, or you're not sure how to do it. But I think you're aware of that. I'm pretty sure you're very aware of that, Gemini. And that might be another thing holding you back. All right, that is it for Gemini. I would say this is a positive situation, although it doesn't seem so positive. But to move forward, if this is love with that person, it's going to require, I think, you bettering yourself in some way. All right, I am going to pull this one out. Move this. All right, who's next? Libra. Libra. I know a lot of Libras. I love the Libra sign. I know a lot of Libras. So this is for Libra. Overall oracle for Libra. Overall energy from this deck for Libra. My husband is Libra. I say he's a cusper. He's kind of Scorpio. And I see both in him, but more Scorpio. Okay, let's get a card for Libra here. All right, Libra, you don't get to have 3 cards. get a card for Libra. I'd rather it fall out than pull it, but Libra, let's see what we've got for Libra. All right, looks like I'm going to have to pull one. All right, Libra. Oh, have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. It's a pretty card. All right, so what are you dreaming about? This is for Libra. Libra. Oh, I have your sign up too over here. Oops. Libra. I cannot shuffle these cards the normal way. They're so stiff. Okay, Libra. 6 cards for Libra. King of Swords. 6 cards for Libra. There we go. Oh, you have all, well, no, you have the King of Swords, and then you have Judgment and the Moon. 2 of Cups. The Star. Aha. All right, have faith in your dreams. And you have Page of Wands, a message. This is a very energetic page. All right, so what do I see? I have the King of Swords, Judgment, the Moon, 2 of Cups, the Star, and the 10 of Pentacles. All right. I feel for Libra, the top is positive, although you have Judgment and the Moon. The Moon sometimes gives an energy of being sneaky or hiding stuff. But in this case, I feel like someone's just going to come out with it. Like there is a little bit of a secret, okay? And someone just needs to come out with it. Libra, I feel like there's somebody out there that is really, really wanting to communicate with you, but they're kind of stuck in this place where they're not sure if you are, I'm not sure they think you're into them. So I feel like it's going to be up to you to make that person aware that they have a chance to go with you, okay? It says have faith in your dreams. I think you're in that place as well. Like Libras are not supposed to be very judgmental, but they're very, very judgmental as well. And they also worry about people judging them. So that's why sometimes Libras tend to be really quiet when they're mad or really quiet when they're unsure about stuff. I think in this case, Libra, you don't need to worry about judgment. You don't need to worry that this person is going to be turned off by your offer. You're going to have to move forward and do this. You have the King of Swords, which is a very confident king. Most of the kings are very confident, but this one is more kind of pushing you toward to take charge and take action. The swords are very action-oriented cards. And it's also the sword is also a mental reminder that you need to be very truthful and forthcoming. So I think that there is a person out there that is really wanting to connect with you, but they're unsure, you're unsure. You're going to have to make that movement. Now, the Moon card is, definitely a card that can go either way. Like there's some secrets. There's something that you're not seeing. In this case, what you're not seeing is the fact that this person is hiding their emotions and hiding their feelings for you. So you need to go ahead and move forward and let them know how you are feeling. The bottom row right here, if you know anything about tarot, I don't need to explain it that much, but it's really, really strong cards. You have the Two of Cups, the Star in the middle, and you have the 10 of Pentacles, which is basically having everything you've ever wanted in your life. Okay. It's about financial stability, marriage. So if you are a person that is not married, I could see this person being your potential mate for life. If you are a person that is married, then if there is something that is actually bothering you or bothering them, if you're going through a little bump in the road, I think just air things out, forgive, and move on with this person. I'm not seeing anything negative in this arrangement at all. I think the Judgment card is the only card here that might have a little bit of a negative element, but it really isn't. It really isn't. The Judgment card could also mean a second chance. So if you are in a situation, Libra, where you're not sure that you want to give somebody a second chance, if that is your current scenario, give them the second chance. Go into this with your heart open, your mind open, reveal, discuss, even if it's hurtful, whatever it is. But the moon also means secrets as well. And you have the Judgment in front of it. Just, I feel like it's in your best interest and their best interest to just move forward and forgive. It's a forgiveness card as well, the Judgment. It just means that you have to forgive. If this is a situation where you're in with someone, you're married, or you're in a long-term, forgive. You have nothing but beautiful cards down here. You have the card of soulmates, of love. This is the next best card to the Lovers. You have the Star, which means it's the guiding light. It's also a card that signifies where you need to go. And it's a very positive card also for self-esteem, for making yourself a better person, and also having everything you wish for. Okay. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles, which between the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, this one's a little bit more stable, and it really does promise more of a long future together. Not that the 10 of Cups doesn't, but this one is more, this, I guess, just brings all the elements together. It brings money, security, love, and it really brings like long-term marriage and commitment. So I feel, Libra, that if you are single and you have your eye on someone and you're wanting to talk to someone, you're shy, they're shy, you're not sure how they feel, the Page of Wands is saying this person wants to tell you their feelings. You need to step forward, because I feel they're a little bit more reserved than you are, and they're really not sure how you feel. And they don't want to feel any judgment toward you, any judgment from you, and they don't want to take risks. But if you do come forward, they'll be very happy. If this is a marriage or a long-term relationship, there might be something that you need to forgive. And it could be vice versa too. Like they might have to forgive you, but it's going to take you communicating with them and talking about it. But I see nothing but a really positive future either way, either direction. I did pull this one out to clarify the moon, to see maybe what the secret is. And I think that somebody is being very stubborn. If you are not in a relationship, but you want to be, someone's being very stubborn. Someone needs to just take the higher road and do the talking and come forward and not worry about what's going to happen. If you're in a marriage long-term, again, somebody just needs to put their guard down and be willing to talk about the issue that is in your head right now. But I see very positive things for you, Libra, as well for the rest of March. All right, I am going to move on to Aquarius. Give this a scramble while it's sitting there. And this last read, I don't want to take that one. This last read is for Aquarius. What is going on for Aquarius? And Aquarius, you don't get 3 either. This one is for Aquarius. There you go. All right. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Kind of like the new moons because it's like a beginning. It's almost to me like a blind new beginning. I was born in a new moon. So it reminds me of just taking a chance, like a new moon. You don't know what's coming, but all the potential is there. Okay, so this is Aquarius, 6 cards for Aquarius. A time to give rather than, okay, got the Magician. So what is this about for Aquarius? What do you need to give? I want to make sure I shuffle them really good before I cut the deck. Aquarius. This is for Aquarius. You know the sign that I know the least is Aquarius? It's the least amount of people that I know. Aquarius makes them more unique. Let's do a couple of these. I just need to make sure the energy is really cleared out. Aquarius. Aquarius, what's going on with Aquarius? Not a lot of March left. Okay. These are very slippery. Aquarius, Aquarius. All right. All right, so far you have the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, and Death. And I'm going to keep that one. That energy is reversed. All right, your overall energy is the 6 of Pentacles. This card has so many meanings, but in this case, it's funny. You have a time to give rather than take. And here shows a man that's giving very little or a lot and maybe a little unbalanced. Okay, you need to check your balance. Are you always taking and not giving enough, Aquarius? That's something that you're going to have to think about right now. And it's love for you, Aquarius, all the way. You have the Magician who's manifesting something that he or she wants. You have the Queen of Wands. So it's a person of interest also here. And this is a very, the Queen, and again, if you are a male, the Queen of Wands is, you know, whatever energy you're wanting. If you're female watching this show, it's the energy of the Queen of Wands. It's somebody that's pretty dynamic, very exciting to you, someone that's also very attractive, okay? And you have the arrows of love right here, the 8 of Wands. So this top row means that you are really manifesting something that you're wanting. Maybe there is somebody that you have your eye on, someone that you could be someone that you're already dating as well. But there comes the question of, are things balanced between you two? Are you taking and not giving? And I feel like this is kind of a little pressure, like saying, you know what, Aquarius, kind of wake up, give a little more. If you want things to go more your way, you have to give a little more. And I strongly urge that because this is the arrows of love and this kind of moves fast and they're coming at you. It's also communication. You need to communicate. You need to give a little more. You do have the death card. And the reason why I felt very strongly, I read reversals, but sometimes I like to keep my cards upright because reversals are very obvious, even when they are upright in the reading. This one I kept this way because I feel like the message is a little stronger if it stays upside down. You will not change anything, or you may not move forward to a new beginning if you don't communicate. This one is right under this card right here. You basically hold the key to make this come forward. Okay. You need to communicate or you will never get your opportunity. That's very strong here. And it looks like this is someone that you really like and someone that brings a lot of joy in your life. Maybe they're fun to hang out with. But it seems like the scale is very much they're giving more than you are. And I can tell you right now that can get very tiring, but also nothing's going to come to fruition if it's somebody that maybe you haven't had an opportunity to go out with or say anything to. You're going to have to do something because nothing's going to move forward. And again, it's not that they have no interest. It's you're not putting enough effort. The scales are unbalanced right now. But the nice thing is that you have a really nice, even with this being upside down, you have the Ace of Cups and you also have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is an intuitive card. It's also, I think in this case, a very, how do I describe the High Priestess? It's a very secretive card as well. Like it's something that is not necessarily out in the open, but it's more of an intuitive feeling that you have. I think that you intuitively know that you are not putting like everything you can into this. You're kind of trying to keep it under wraps, or maybe you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to be the one to say something, or there's a reason why you are not being forthcoming with this person, or why you are not giving more than you should. It could also be something more or less forbidden or something that is not necessarily at your reach yet, but you could have it. But so you need to reach out. Okay. I am going to pull a card for the Death card. Now you do have the Ace of Cups. The opportunity to have this turn into love or a relationship of some kind is very high. You can definitely manifest this. The Magician and the Ace of Cups means you definitely have this opportunity. The Queen of Wands and the High Priestess also lend itself to saying that this person here is the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, which means if it's a guy, this person is very exciting. Maybe it's kind of like a little secret thing that you have going on. I don't know what your situation is, but it's almost like it's still in a secretive stage. And I think that you need to make it more than that. You need to expose it a little. You have the Eight of Wands here and the Death underneath it, which means communicate or else things are not going to move. You are not going to get this opportunity. This person is not going to take things any further. You want it to go further, you need to do it. I am going to pull a clarifying card for the Death card. And you know what? I got this already for another one. Let your guard down. Take a chance. That's what you have to do, Aquarius. You need to take that chance. And whatever, I almost feel like this is a little bit of arrogance on your part as well. Like you feel almost like you would be less in control if you say something. You're very guarded. You don't want to expose any kind of emotion, or you don't want to expose yourself. And I can't even say that though, because it's very obvious that you know the deal. This person has been giving you a lot, and you know that. And I don't think that you need to expect more from them. You need to do it. Whatever is, for whatever reason that you don't feel like you want to put in any effort, just know that if you want things to move forward, you need to put the effort in now. You need to give rather than take, Aquarius. And this is really strong because you even got the same, like the overall energy of the reading with the same thing. So very strongly suggested, if you want anything to move forward, you need to do it, Aquarius. That's, it's very clear right here. With positive results, I may add. You will have positive results. So that is all I have for, I think, the rest of March. And again, for all these signs, this doesn't have to be March 31st, it's over. It could extend into April. You can plant some seeds now and things can just blossom a little bit later. But action, and I saw action on all three. Action needs to happen. And all three of them gave a very strong feel for that, for all of you guys. So thank you, air signs, for visiting my channel. I am Miami Star Tarot, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.